So y'all remember last Sunday when Vice President Vance was on ABC This Week with George Stephanopoulos, and he not only called him out but cut him off. Well, this week, George was not there. I'm not going to call it a suspension. I'm not going to call it a firing. I'm going to call it a government-sponsored day off. Yeah, government-sponsored day off. Jonathan Karl, who's an excellent reporter himself, distinguished reporter himself, replaced him. And I think the reason why is because Speaker Mike Johnson was there and he did not want to be called out by George and have him have a back-to-back calling out and boost his ratings and boost his popularity. So Jonathan Karl interviewed Mike Johnson, and I can break all of it down, but I want to focus on Epstein and the Arizona representative that it's been over 30 days and he has not sworn her into her office yet. So a district in Arizona is not getting represented because Mike Johnson will not swear her in. Jonathan Karl switched topics and asked him a direct question about the representative from Arizona.
When are you going to swear in Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva?
As soon as we get back to legislative session when Chuck Schumer allows us to turn the lights back on.
Now that answer was not only an answer, but it was a deflection to say the reason why she's not being sworn in is because the government is shut down because of Chuck Schumer, which you can say because of Democrats. But Jonathan Karl asked another question that says, hey, you can still do it. Why haven't you done it?
Why haven't you done it already?
Because this is the way the institution works. I'm following the Pelosi precedent, by the way, when my dear friend from Louisiana, Julia Letlow, was elected to fill the seat of her deceased husband because of COVID. Nancy Pelosi took 25 days to swear her in.
Now, if Jonathan Karl is not a good reporter, that would have went off as the truth. But Jonathan Karl not only knows his job, he also knows history. And prior to doing this interview, he went and researched and said, okay, during a government shutdown or during a time when the House is not in session, can you swear someone in? So listen to Jonathan Karl's question again.
By the way,
are you saying? Let me stop you. Are you saying that Nancy Pelosi refused to swear her in earlier?
No, I'm saying that's my very point. Is this is the normal
my understanding is that was the date that actually the representative-elect Letlow at the time requested.
No,
she had obviously her.
Okay, here's some more examples. Okay,
did you catch it? During that time, because of COVID, that representative-elect told the then Speaker of the House, this is when I want to be sworn in, which was 21 to 25 days after they had certified the election. What did he say? Well, let me give you another example. But no, wait a minute. Let's go back to this one, you lying sack of shit. You thought you got off. He caught you in your lie. Then you tried to give another example. Because apparently that one was a lie. It didn't work.
No, but wait a minute. You mentioned the Pelosi precedent, but Pelosi didn't delay that.
Let me give you more than Pelosi precedent, okay?
And you know, Johnson being a tactful politician, he had another example.
And what about the Johnson precedent? Because you swore in two Republicans the day after their election.
I'm happy to answer. Pelosi precedent, Pat Ryan, Joe Semplinsky. They were elected during an August recess. So 21 days later, when the House returned to regular legislative session, they were administered the oath. That's what we're doing. We're not in session right now. Rep. Grijalva was elected after the House was out of session. As soon as we return to legislative session, as soon as the Democrats decide to turn the lights back on so we can all get back here, I will administer the oath.
Mike Johnson said the reason why he won't swear her in is because they're out of legislative session. Who is keeping them out of legislative session?
I hereby designate the period from Tuesday, October 7th, 2025 through Monday, October 13th, 2025 as a district work period.
From Tuesday, October 14th, 2025 through Sunday, October 19th, 2025 as a district work period from Monday, October 20th, 2025 through Sunday, October 26th, 2025 as a district work period. Signed sincerely, Mike Johnson.
He's keeping them out of legislative session. They can be in the House working. They can have the open house. They can have oversight. They can have hearings. Jonathan Karl goes to explain that Congress shut down government in 2013 under Barack Obama, and they had hearings during the shutdown on why it was shut down. He is holding out legislative session. Nobody but him. They can still be in office. They can still be in Congress. They can still be in the House. It's Mike Johnson who has got them out of legislative session, which is why he won't swear that woman in. And the reason why he won't swear her in is because she would be the 218th vote on that discharge petition to release all of the Epstein files. Jonathan Karl picks up on the bullshit and doubles down on his question and says, well, you can swear her in now.
You could swear her in tomorrow, right? I mean,
No, not tomorrow. No, we couldn't. We wouldn't. There was an exception for 2 Floridians earlier in this Congress, but the reason was they were duly elected. They had a date set. They flew in all their friends and family, and the House went out of session.
So if she flies in friends and family, then
we don't have a date set. She was elected after.
He had sworn in 2 House members from Florida who won special elections. And did you hear his reason as to why he swore them in and not swearing in Grijalva? He is protecting a pedo. Multiple pedos. Republican and Democrat pedos. Mike Johnson and the MAGA party are protecting pedos. That's why. He's happy that the government shut down. He's happy not to be in legislative session because if he was, he had to swear her in. What do you think?